Uh, uh, uh.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.
We are the nation of domination.
Welcome to another episode of Bird Gang Nation Sports Talk. I'm your host, Bird Gang 31. And it is a Victory Tuesday for the Birds. And I'm feeling good and I'm feeling pumped. But I had to get my boy, my brother from another mother, Corey, with the Commanders to come on. And let's go ahead and get to week 3. How you doing today, Corey?
Man, I had to sit through a lot of that Eagles regurgitation, and my stomach got sick. I think the Jersey Mikes that I ate for dinner didn't settle well. I was glad you gave me opportunity to go use the bathroom and everything while in that inner log. But nah, brother, in all seriousness, appreciate you having me on, and looking forward to it as always, man. You know when we go, we get to. I got my daggers all shined up and everything. Don't let
I
them
bet
fool
you're
you.
ready. I bet you, cause I'm ready.
I'm
You know, I
ready.
came ammoed up, ready to
I
roll.
came
You
out
know
the
what I'm
womb
saying?
ready.
Like, like, we gonna get into it first. You know what I'm saying? First, we're gonna start out with
Mhm.
you. Make sure you subscribe to my boy Corey too. He is a great Washington Commander. You know, content creator. Definitely putting that fire out over there. You know what I'm saying? So I've been trying to get him, to join the squad, but he says he a little too cool for us over here at BG.
Don't do
So,
that.
but
Don't
it's
do
all
that.
good. He's
Don't you
still
do
my
that.
dog, and we still gonna work together. You know what I'm saying? We still gonna work together. What up, Drew Johnson in the building? How you doing today, my guy? So let's talk about this past week of football, man. The Eagles 2-0. You know, we put the beat down on the Minnesota Vikings. Shout out to Hurts, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Best quarterback in the league. Y'all heard me say it. You know what I'm saying? So, how'd you feel about your team last week against the Lions? I know you guys were capping on us pretty hard that, we barely beat the Lions, you know what I'm saying? But you guys went against the Lions with Captain Carson and came a little short.
uh to say we came up a little short is very disrespectful, and it's not disrespectful to us, it's disrespectful to the Lions. uh we didn't get on the plane, not even get off of, didn't get to the field. Like I think this team came in the came in the second half, and they came back. Shout out to my boy Micro Mike, I see up in here too. Like we laid down, we pissed on ourselves, and I still smell the urine. It smells like a nursing home because of what we did. That's what the Ford Field smells like right now. There was no aggression. Our defense let them just walk through all game long. There was no adjustments. Outside of that first drive, we went 3 and out on them, and Jamin Davis had a sack. We finally had the boy from Kentucky actually show up, the first round pick from a year ago. But other than that, there was nothing that Washington could do to stop the Detroit Lions. And I mean, I've said this before, Detroit's a tough team. I didn't take this team for granted. Y'all know what it's like. I know, man. I know y'all Eagles fans came up in the game like, oh, it's Detroit. We're gonna have our little thing. Jalen Hurts is gonna do a little something. And what's feed the children name? Devon, Smith is gonna do his thing. He gonna eat him some sandwiches and everything, and then he gonna look like he's old Mighty Mouse and all this stuff. And Miles Sanders gonna run through. But no, they hit y'all in the mouth. They just didn't hit high enough to win, but they just beat us down. One of my buddies said, hey, we got hit in the mouth. I said, you got to actually get up and fight to get hit in the mouth. We just laid down there and took it like it was the wedding night. And that's that's it. That's what we did. There's no excuse for how our guys came out and played. Jack Del Rio, Ron Rivera, they wet the bed. They called out Jamin Davis. But they can't call out themselves. They can't call out the execution of the entire defense of what he's out there coaching. And it showed. The offense was abysmal in the first half, but Carson Wentz, who y'all wrote off, Carson Wentz has been one of the better quarterbacks. He's got to clean up the turnovers, but he's been one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL the first 2 weeks of the season. There's no lying to that, right? And then, we probably got Indianapolis still blaming Carson Wentz for their 0-1-1 start, but that's none of my business. I'm only worried about the burgundy gold, but we can't stop a nosebleed. We could not stop a child from running through the Pentagon. That's how bad this team is right now. That's just how big. Like, national security could let a child run through Washington. Would be the
come on, Corey. Are you over exaggerating here?
I'm not over exaggerating.
Listen. And I feel bad being an Eagles fan. Like, I got my boy, he's a Washington fan on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're supposed to be rivaling and beefing, but I feel a little sympathy for you because I'm like, even week 1 against the Lions, I told people, like, that Lions team is not the same Lions team from the year past. You know what I'm saying? They are actually coming to play some football this year. They got the weapons now. They got some more pieces on offense and defense. And Aiden Hutchinson looks like a beast out there. They brought the heat on Jalen Hurts. If any other quarterback, I said this last week, if any other quarterback were to go against that line, the way, they were attacking us week 1, man, there would have been a lot more sacks going on because, Jalen's a special cat. He can get out of there. But, not all quarterbacks are gifted like that. So, I don't think you should feel as bad because it happened by the Lions. You know what I'm saying? I think that the Lions are an up-and-coming team. They're probably about a year or 2 off from being a good team. But, you know what I'm saying, they got some special things going there.
Yeah. No, and I'll disagree with you on that. They are the same team from last year. They got age. They got better. They playing as a unit. They are the same team. Some of these guys were on that team last year, but they played together. And there's a toughness, there's a physicality to what Detroit did. And then we sit in here and look like, oh, we're going to come through here. Oh, it's Detroit. We're going to have to. Detroit has been a house of horrors for Washington since 2009. We had the first game that Detroit, after that long losing streak, who's the first team they beat? The Washington Redskins. Cardiovascular endurance game with y'all's boy, Donovan McNabb. Mike Shanahan took them out. That was against the Giants. 2016, we had a game against them. We thought we had Kirk family member who y'all beat this week. We thought we had wrapped it up. Somehow Matt Stafford found old boy Anquan Bolden in the end zone. And then 2020, right? What did we do? We fell down 24-3, came back to tie it up. Chase Young decided to beat Matt Stafford up, and they get a chance to hit, and then Matt Prater's drunk butt kicks a field goal. It is a house of horrors for Washington. I don't know what it is, why Detroit has won the last 6 out of 7 against us, but it is what it is. We can't get right. They are our bugaboo right now. It sucks, man. And you know, the fact I don't, you're gonna lose games. Everybody,
well, that should make you feel better, right?
No, it don't make me feel
It's
better.
make you feel better. At least they had your number the last couple of years.
Oh, stop that. Come on.
So it's like one of them things where, hey, they beat us again. Who cares? You know, let's move on to the next part of our season. They already beat us.
That's like me telling you, well, y'all should feel good. Y'all went to the playoffs and Tampa Bay beat the ever-living crap out of y'all last year. Like,
we weren't ready for the playoffs last year.
Oh, come on now, man. You won.
They had us winning 6 games last year.
But
you know, BIRDGANG and BIRDGANG Nation were supporting the Eagles, saying that we will make it to the playoffs, saying that we have a winning record. But the whole fan base wasn't in on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to let them know. And I feel like our team got beat by Tampa Bay.
Come on.
What I'm saying? Like, that was a team effort. That was a team effort in the loss. That was just a complete team, you know. Like, you feel like, you know, we just got destroyed that day. You know, it was a more experienced team with more, you know, experienced coaching that just showed what it takes to be in the NFL we didn't have at the moment. But this year's different. Like you said, a year later, you know, those coaches aren't rookies no more. Those players aren't rookies no more. Second-year players. You know, they're third-year players, coaches, second-year coaches. And I think, you know, you're starting to see the fruits of the labor.
Hub caps, soda caps, bottle caps, baseball caps. You are the master of cap right now. That's all I'm saying. That's all you doing, bro. You stop capping. You ain't gotta lie to me. We done broke bread together. You can't lie to me with that. You might be smooth with some of these people on YouTube there, bro. You ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that with me. You ain't gonna do that with me. I'm gonna call you out on that. I want to win. I know I'm gonna lose, but I want to go kicking and screaming. Brian Billick said it the best, right? He said, when you go into the Lions den, no pun intended, right? You don't tap cages and you don't prance around, right? You go in there, you knock down the door, you say, where is the SOB? I want to take them on. We didn't do that. We did not do that, and it showed. And I don't know. But hey, y'all gonna start out like 8-0 this year or something like that? That's what the Eagles want to do? They should.
I can go 17-0 now that you think about it. Like, who's gonna stop us? Who? Like,
I mean,
on our schedule, I don't think nobody's stopping this Eagles.
It's
team.
always in the NFC
like,
East, man.
We legit in a lot of different areas that, you know, I really feel bad for a lot of the NFL teams out there. You know, rest in peace to you guys as the Eagles continue the death march that we are sending on the NFL this year. Every team will be destroyed.
Yeah, you on the good stuff right now, aren't you?
Hey, I'm on that Kool-Aid, man.
You on that spiked
extra
Kool-Aid.
sweet grape original Kool-Aid.
No, you on that grape drink. You on that purple drink. And it ain't the stuff that Jamarcus Russell's on. That's the stuff you get. That's the stuff that you get at the dollar store. And they say, oh, it tastes like grape. It looks like grape. That's what you are.
Sam's Club over here, my guy. Sam's Club. We do not go to Dollar Tree. This is premium grape.
They spoiled the Whataburger for you. That's what happened. The Whataburger spoiled.
But yeah, man. So now we got that out of the way. I had to start out by that just to hear what you had to say about those Lions.
Here we go.
Now we're going into week 3.
Oh, okay, good.
Philadelphia Eagles 2-0. Jalen freaking Hurts might be the best quarterback in the league right now. You know what I'm saying? I think his rating is, but I don't know what he actually is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he is.
Yep, we done. Okay, we done. We done. You already killed the conversation. You already like. You got me. See, this is what you do. You got me and Ready Red agreeing on stuff. We ain't agreed on stuff in 2-3 years. You got us agreeing on stuff. This is what you do. This is the power of this program, bro.
I'm just speaking the truth right now. We're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles, okay? the cream of the crop. You know, the unstoppable force. You guys got to go against the powerhouse, the juggernaut of Jalen Hurts in this offense. You know,
Okay.
you guys just barely, you guys just lost to the Lions. So we beat the Lions, we beat Minnesota, and now we're about to beat the Commanders. So, but let's break it down, though. Carson Wentz.
We got the
Is he
better
everything
quarterback.
you wanted? Are you so happy that you got him? Is he that guy?
I think so. The one thing that I see out of Carson Wentz is there's not a quit in him. And I haven't seen that probably since his early time in Philadelphia, because he's actually at a place that wants him. He's not at a place that, that goes out here and getting quarterbacks to replace him.
Last year, he was on the team with his favorite coach. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but
the
they
person
got,
that's supposed to make him right. Frank supposed to have made him get right, and Frank didn't make him get right. He didn't get right last year. So what's going on? What's up with that?
All I'm telling you is Frank Reich got more problems, and we can see right now he can't get right with Matt Ryan down there. And people was talking in the offseason, well, Carson with Matt Ryan, they got an upgrade. The Colts got an upgrade. Carson's got to win to his register. He's got to win to his register, and he's got some of the better. Now he's got to cut down on these turnovers that he's doing. Right, he's got 2 turnovers. He's averaging 2 turnovers a game, but he's averaging 3 touchdown passes. So you got to find a happy medium right there. I will say, that turnover, that fumble in the end zone, and you can call that's a turnover because it was a safety, right? But any other play out there that wouldn't be recovered. So it's really 3 turnovers to this point, if we counting.
We know we got Commanders in the building. He go, shout out to the Hawk TV with the $10 super chat. He said, shout out to On the Warpath and BG. He said, we are Philly from the Minnesota Massacre, so be ready. Jahan Solo Dawson will be the force pulling the Jedi mind tricks. I can't see what I say. On Big Play Slay, and don't sleep on Scary Terry. TMC. Scary Terry is not better than Justin Jefferson. So why would you even bring him into the category?
Hold on. Wait a minute.
See what Big Play Slay did to him? You gonna come out? Big Play Slay is the best cornerback right now in the league.
No, you ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that.
Big Play Slay is the best. See, he just showed you when you got an elite guy like a Jefferson coming to you.
Who else does Kirk Cousins have?
Who is he coming to the building?
Who's Kirk Cousins throwing to? Who's Kirk Cousins throwing to besides Justin Jefferson? Catch the ball.
Thielen
ain't been good for a year and a half. What you talking about?
Only because Justin takes up all the balls.
Pause. But anyway,
pause.
What you Anywho, see, look, this is why we get along, right? You ain't gonna do that. Because every time Terry comes up against the Philadelphia Pigeons, he eats. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Come on, talk to me now. How many times has he made a highlight reel against y'all? It don't matter who's there.
Didn't we beat you? We swept you guys last year.
But he still make a highlight reel. It don't matter. I'm not talking about wins or loss.
You giving this guy credit for a
catch? BIRDGANG, don't be disrespectful like that. Bruh, come on, man. Y'all know Terry. Terry made a career on eating on. All his highlights, his rookie year, was him cutting up against the Eagles.
Hey,
now we got him at a lost word because he did.
This year is a different year. Let's just say that. And Scary Terry is not so scary.
Oh, you got to be out of your school. Okay. Oh, you're right. He don't need to be scared because he's got Curtis Samuel, got Jahan Dotson, he got Logan Thomas.
Logan doesn't even play.
You gonna think
he's hurt half the season every year?
What are you talking? Half this. See, you're not gonna do this. You're not gonna do this. I'm not gonna let you spill out lies. I'm not gonna let you. He was hurt a lot last year. Yes. But that first year, he was healthy. He's healthy. He's getting healthy this year. He's been in the first 2 games. He's had some catches.
Hey, I have the guy on fantasy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? He's been on a couple of my fantasy teams. The boy is always hurt. I'm not saying he's not a good tight end.
Stop.
You
Don't
guys always have the good tight ends that get hurt. Vernon Davis. What was the other dude?
Vernon Davis. You want to talk about Vernon Davis hurdling over you boys? Okay.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm talking about. Your tight end spot has been a little injured and a little banged up the last couple of years. But bottom line is, Scary Terry ain't scaring nobody. You know, he's gonna have big play Slay on them all. You see, you know, and I even said this to the Vikings guys last week. I'm like, listen, my hot take is that your guy, Mr. Justin Jefferson, will not even get 80 yards on us. And sure enough, how many he had? 43. Come on now. If Justin Jefferson only gets 43 yards, 2 picks when they go into him while big play Slays on him, how many yards you really think Scary Terry gonna get?
Scary Terry gonna have his first 100-yard game of the season.
He didn't even say that confidently.
Yeah, I did. 100 yards. He'll have the first of the year.
His first 100-yard game is coming against the Eagles.
Put me on. Highlight me. Give me the screen. Give me the screen.
Let's get Corey.
Give me the screen.
There you go.
First 100-yard game of the 2022 season coming at you from Scary Terry this year. Boom. Did I stutter?
That was all cap.
I'm like
that was
Stanley,
all cap. You know
like
damn well Scary Terry ain't doing no big play Slay.
Stop it, big play Slay. You know what? Yeah, y'all in that big play Slay.
Put respect on the best cornerback in the league right now.
Put some respect on the best wide receiver in the NFC.
He ain't even got 100 yards yet. You talking about the
That's
best?
Okay, but it's called trends, Bird Gang. He had 50 last week, 75. Law, we keep on rising up, right? We keep on rising like this happened in church. You're gonna rise up, like the Falcons say, rise up. He keeps those numbers keep on rising up. So right now, if I'm doing it, it's about a 20-some, it's about 25, 26-yard increase. We're gonna do it again. He gonna put it together. Carson gonna get the ball to him. Come on now, talk with me.
This is not the team you need to be talking about bounce back from. Like, I understand you guys played the Lions, you lost. And now you go play a team like
the Eagles.
The Colts. You know, right now looking like
we playing the Eagles. We play them.
Now you're talking like, my chest is pumped out. We're about to do some damage. Carson's the man. You know, Scary Terry. You're going against the Eagles, my guy. The Philadelphia Eagles.
Who the hell are the Eagles, Bird?
Number 1 team in the NFC right now, my guy. Today. Right now, listen, I am number 1. Come on now.
Y'all number 1 in the NFC right now after 2 games.
Yeah.
After 2 games. We really, like, we supposed to, you want me to call Denny Green? You want me to get a shaman man out here to communicate to Denny Green with the dead and say, crown him right now. We're going to crown y'all.
Thank you. That's what I've been waiting for you to say. You're going to crown us. Thank you, Corey, for finally crowning us. You guys heard it first here on the show.
You can't even find that crown up in the dentist. What you talking about? Stop that.
Corey crowning us right now. We're the champions of the NFL this year.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay. Gotcha. I got you.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Carson Wentz better than Jalen Hurts?
Right now, the numbers say yes.
What numbers?
He's got more touchdown passes. We got more passing yards. As a quarterback, yeah, he's better.
More interceptions?
Yeah, we're working on that.
Overall
learn the offense. They learn the offense.
Overall touchdowns?
Oh, come on now.
Come on, man. Y'all can't be slipping on Jalen Hurts.
Hold on. How many rushing? He's got 4 overall touchdowns. Carson's got 7.
4?
Hello?
Is that all he got?
He's got 4, right? He's got 3 rushing and 1 touch and 1 passing.
Last 3 of the running backs. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You got me there. Carson, but how many interceptions Carson got? How many turnovers?
We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that. You got to bring that. Wait, you got to bring that.
7 here, -4.
But still, if you net that, the net is still higher, though. So, we good. Carson right now. Give me Carson.
Carson Wentz. Everybody in the chat. Who would you guys rather have? Carson Wentz or Jalen?
Wow. I can tell you.
Let's speak the truth now.
I'm going to speak the truth on an Eagles stream with a Cowboys fan up here and 2 Commanders fans. Stop. I already know what it's going to be. See, look, jump. See, look. There we go.
Yeah, we
Abel.
sweeping
My
them
man
again.
Abel.
We're sweeping them again. I
Go
like
back
it.
to my boy Abel. Go back to my boy Abel.
Okay, he said.
Go ahead. They said Terry going to be the Eagles killer. That's right. Endangered species. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go.
Who's the commander of master? Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch. Wow, really? That's original. That's original.
We used the Force with Han Solo, right? You guys need to think of any kind of metaphor, any movie, any kind of inspiration you guys need to go against the Eagles this year. You guys want to watch. You might want to watch Braveheart. You know, I heard that's really motivating before a game. Braveheart. So maybe get your Mel Gibson.
Look, we don't need no damn motivation.
Need more
we don't need no motivation. We don't need no motivation. That if that game right there that we just played against the Detroit Lions, the way we laid down and pissed all over the bed, we don't need no motivation. The motivation is clear. If you sleep on a team, you're gonna get bip slapped. That's exactly what it is. We don't need no motivation. It's the NFC
don't sleep
East.
On nobody, you know.
Yeah, we did. We slept on it. We didn't even get on the plane, Bird Gang. I told you this.
Well, don't come with that excuse next week.
No,
they didn't.
Look, Detroit beat us because Detroit beat us. They took our lunch. We came ill prepared for Detroit. I'm not making no excuses. What have I said about that game that was an excuse? I blamed everything on my team. Right? I
like this, Joseph. I believe this too. Terry won't have 50 yards.
Y'all on drugs. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all better than that.
How about this? If Terry, listen, I'm gonna do the same thing I did with Jefferson. 80 yards. He won't touch 80 yards.
He get 100.
If he touches 80 yards, I have to say that Scary Terry's the best receiver in the division. And if he doesn't touch 80 yards,
he is though. So
AJ Brown, hello, knock. Hello, there's a new captain in town for receivers. His name is AJ freaking Brown. 155 first game. 80 yesterday? Come on now. Don't even.
He's the best wide receiver. Terry's the best wide receiver in the NFC East. Because you know what? Availability, Bird Gang.
He's been available.
Availability.
He's been dominant too.
Right now, he's been available. It's gonna happen. AJ Brown, just give him a little bit of time. Then you're gonna be like, oh God, AJ Brown, where's AJ Brown?
Thank you, Quest the Great. AJ Brown is the best in the NFC.
Stop it.
I like it. Cal Bundy says, Terry not the best. Y'all tripping.
Nah. Tripping. No.
Tripping.
No.
And this guy, he just keeps going back to the whole, Deshaun Jackson days, I understand D-Jax had us when he was with y'all, but he been gone. So don't worry about those, relive those memories. He's an Eagle. D-Jax is an Eagle, not a Commander or Redskin, whatever, football team, whatever. He played with y'all, but he really an Eagle, so we can't bring him against us.
Hey, we can bring him over. We can bring him. If he's on the team, we can bring him.
Who said Terry was the best? ? Oh, not even.
I just did. Hawk, help me out here. Help me out. He's the best receiver in the division. You hurt me now.
Say it with your chest.
He's the best receiver in the division.
Besides AJ, right?
No.
Wow. We sweeping them again this year, that's for sure.
Availability is the best ability.
And I remember what Chip did because, and just like Nelly, y'all trash. Whatever, Ready Red. Y'all trash. Okay. But we ain't even talking about y'all right now. This is not a.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. When Cooper Rush starts messing up again, they'll be Ready Red. He was nowhere to be found last week. And they out here now, they chilling. See, that's what I do respect about you Eagles fans, though. Y'all don't, even though y'all from all over the place, y'all come out to woodworks and y'all might be bandwagonish. Y'all will actually come out and win or lose. Y'all be out there. Now, our friends down there in Arlington, Texas, they don't show, they hide. They hide every time they lose. The one thing I can say about Giants fans, Eagles fans, Commanders fans, how many of them are left of us? We're omnipresent. Cowboy fans, Tell me. See, we can be friends here, right?
Yes.
Anytime y'all beat the Cowboys, how many Cowboy fans? Where do your and you in Alabama? So there's a lot of Cowboy fans down there. Can you
They're all
find
over
any
the
of your
place, man.
Can you find your Cowboy fans on Monday after you beat them?
Nope.
Okay.
Don't see them no more.
Can we open that question up to the chat?
Where are all the Cowboy fans after a loss?
You can't find them. They sewer rats. That's exactly what Cowboy fans are. They only come out, they get a piece of cheese out there, these Bamas do, and then they come out.
Cox says Winston's acquired taste at quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very acquired. We didn't like that taste here in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
We had to go get a real leader. Captain.
We got a leader. Captain Carson.
Jalen freaking Hurts. Do you think Jalen Hurts is MVP so far?
No.
Oh, wow.
No. Do not. Josh
Top 10 quarterback. Right now, you've seen the progression. Everybody said they wanted to wait and see. And I know it's only 2 weeks.
He's probably like 10.
But you seen yesterday, what did they try to do to Jalen Hurts? They try to make him win with the pass.
No particular
and what did he
order.
do? He won with the pass. He
No
spread that
particular
ball
order.
out. Completions left and right. You know, if it wasn't for, Gainwell tipping that ball, he would have been a perfect game.
Okay. He's not better than any quarterback in the AFC West. Maybe Derek Carr. He might be better than Carr. He's not better than Josh Allen. He might not even be better than Tua. And this is just on the AFC. This is just on the AFC side now. This is on the AFC side. Is he better than that than small fry Kyler Murray? Probably. Tom Brady? No. Aaron Rodgers? No.
Like, are you saying is he better? Like, does he have a better career than these guys?
No.
Or is he better right now, week 2, going into week 3?
Right now.
If you do that, he's the best quarterback in the league.
You're on drugs.
You know what I'm saying?
You're on drugs.
With over a 90 quarterback grade, my guy. The guy is balling out.
He ain't no MVP candidate. I'll tell you that much right now.
If he continues these stats, he's gonna have like 5,000 yards passing and like 1,000 yards rushing.
If I hit the number, I'm gonna be a millionaire too. But I don't think that's gonna happen either.
Gotta have faith, my brother.
I have faith, but I have common sense too.
What's your rushing game looking like this week?
Not good. We don't have rushing yet. The offensive line was boo-boo. That was one of the worst since John Matsko, who is the offensive line coach, took over for Bill Callahan. That's the worst performance I've seen. Y'all need to be worried about our top 10 defense. Oh my God. See, there you go. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Parsons. Everybody's so scared of Parsons.
Yeah, that's right. And what's old Boomer Bust, the cornerback? Diggs. Yeah. Oh, who I got it. I got 11 interceptions, but I gave up like 1,500 yards receiving. So who defensive player of the year
in the league?
Yeah. I will say Slay is better than Diggs.
Yes. Finally some truth come out.
I will say that.
Slay is better than Diggs.
Yeah.
Jalen's better than Carson. Mm-hmm. And AJ's better than Scary Terry.
Yeah. Now our running game, we've only got one guy right now, and it's Antonio Gibson. And he's not a full-time back, nor should he be. He's more like a dual threat guy. Of course, Brian Robinson out there at Alabama. He got shot by some punk kids right before the right before the final cuts, and he was kind of eating it up in the preseason. So hopefully we can see him back for the Tennessee game, and that might add another dimension to this offense. If we are to win, I think they are going to need to generate some yardage on the ground. They went away from the bread and butter a little bit though, because they ran him up the gun a little bit. And they were getting some yards against Detroit in that interior line, but then they started running some stretch plays. I was like, what the hell are we doing? But it is what it is. So I don't really have a lot of faith in the run game. But we'll see on Sunday. Maybe they had a come to Jesus meeting and they'll look acceptable. We'll look acceptable on Sunday.
Miles Sanders looking pretty nice out there though.
How's Miles Sanders doing? I don't know how he's doing. I haven't been paying attention.
You've been watching Eagles highlights.
I ain't been watching no daggone Eagles highlights. I ain't watched no highlights of no daggone Eagles yet.
Last night you didn't watch Monday Night Football?
I watched bits and pieces of it.
Yeah, a real team when you see one on the screen. Like this Eagles team right now. I'm telling you, they're the best Eagles team probably ever. Probably ever. Probably ever.
So y'all getting ready to lose the quarterback in like week 14 then, if it's the case.
Who's gonna lose the quarterback?
That's what y'all said.
Did you see Jalen Hurts the way he just did a spin move out of 3 Minnesota Vikings and dragged all 3 of them into the end zone for a touchdown? That's what our quarterback does. You know what I'm saying? Like, he about that life. He rare breed. You know what I'm saying? Like, there ain't no quarterback out there like him.
Kirk Cousins giving the ball up to y'all and giving y'all doing his Monday night thing.
Kirk does choke in primetime. I will agree.
He does. He does.
He does choke in primetime.
Whole team chokes in primetime.
Your quarterback is the exact same when it comes to you put a little pressure on them, and that's when they choke. So
you put a little pressure on them against Jacksonville. They won. There you go.
Against the Jaguars, you're proud of that?
A win is a win. I'll take a win anywhere you can get it.
Look at him. He's on stoop to saying, "Oh,
what are you talking about?
The Jaguars,
like winning. What else? It's tough to win in the NFL. Yada yada yada. Why would I not be happy with a win
against Dougie P? Jacksonville's trash. They're straight trash.
Okay, it's trash. Okay, yeah. You're right.
You're right. You can't be proud of that. If you guys would have beat the Lions, I would have gave you credit for that.
Oh, see, now you're moving the goalpost.
You
moving the goalpost. That's what y'all do. Move the goalpost. Like, oh, we right here. Let's move it back.
But what are you guys at? What are you at? Both the Cowboys are 1-1 too, right?
Yeah.
So you guys both are.
We're tied for 4th.
Tied for 4th.
That's what I call it. We're tied for 4th.
Are you shocked that the Giants are 2-0?
Yes and no. I thought that coming into the season, and I said you can go back on my channel and see. I thought the Giants were going to be better than what everybody expected. I didn't think Tennessee. I think Tennessee had lost too much, and then kind of what they were talking about with Malik Willis and Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill's like, well, it's not my responsibility to mentor him. I said, that's friction right there. That's friction. You don't even realize it. And what have they done? They scored 27 points in 2 games. I think Dayball might be the guy that can get them over the top. He's put together. Wink Martindale is a hell of a defensive coordinator. Why what's the name got rid of him? Baltimore. I'll never know. It's like how many licks do you get to the middle of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know.
How many games do you think they go without before they bench Tannehill?
I'll give him 3 more games. My fear is that his first start will be in week 5 against Washington. That is my fear.
That'd be tight, though. I want to see him play because Tannehill ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, and I mean, there was a young quarterback that they had back in 2006 that got his debut against the Washington Redskins and shocked the world. You know who that was? Oh, that was Vince Young. So
Vince Young.
Oh, VY. Yep. Mm-hmm.
You guys be killing quarterbacks over there in Washington, boy.
No, we don't. They be having fun. The mobile quarterbacks. We struggle against them. I mean, that's why we struggled against the Black Tim Tebow in Philadelphia.
Yeah, Black Tim Tebow.
Yeah, Black Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow couldn't hold Jalen's jock strap.
Right. Okay.
They're not even the same player. Come on, don't even lower Like Jalen Hurts, even after his first season, he was the best. You know, he had the most passing yards, most rushing yards for any quarterback ever.
I hope Jalen Hurts proves
So
y'all
you
to be
can't
this
compare
elite
a
guy.
Tim Tebow that had a couple of good games against a guy like Jalen Hurts, who's just always
He
been
had a
winning.
couple of. Whoa, hold on. Wait a minute. You say he had a couple of good games? You talking about the NFL? You talking about the NFL, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say. I said I ain't the biggest Tebow fan, but you can't be disrespectful to that man.
He was like one of the best college quarterbacks.
Oh yeah, no doubt. He's better college quarterback
It
than
was
Jalen
very impressive when he won that playoff game without, what was it, like he didn't complete a pass or something like that. Like he just ran the whole game, and they won with Denver. I forgot.
He hit
Or maybe-
Demaryius Thomas. He hit Demaryius Thomas.
Yeah, he only had a couple of completions at that. I think that game, and like he just ran all over them the rest.
They had a
of the
good
time.
defense though. They had a good defense.
Yeah, don't ever mention Tebow and Jalen Hurts in the same. That's disrespectful. That's like mentioning Carson Wentz and Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, that's
You know?
ignorant. That's just ignorant to say something.
They're on
like
the
that.
same level.
I'm sorry. What did you say? Your mic popped when you said something. I think that was the Lord trying to tell you to tread lightly in what you're gonna say. Say that one more time.
Carson Wentz and Gardner Minshew, same quarterback.
Yeah, I'm ignore that. That's. You like Jim Irsay, man. You like Jim Irsay. What you doing? What you got some of that booger sugar? Like that's why I call Jim Irsay booger sugar Irsay. Like put down the cinnamon toast crack.
Cinnamon toast crack.
There you go.
Receiving cores in general. And let's add tight ends in there. You can add Logan. Who's your big four? You got Scary Terry.
Yeah,
Logan,
Terry,
Samuel,
Logan, Sammy, and Jahan Dotson. Yeah, I mean those are your key
and
guys.
who's after that? Because you guys got a fifth person.
Cam Sims.
It doesn't matter if you got a fifth person or not, because the Philadelphia Eagles got AJ Brown, Quez Watkins, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, and Zach Pascal.
Really, you gonna come at me with Zach Pascal? You gonna come at me with Zach Pascal? You name off all them guys. You gonna come up? You gonna come up with Zach Pascal?
He's good.
Good.
He's one of the best third receivers in the league.
See, there you go. Oh, he's one of the best third receivers in the league. He's one of it.
He had over 700 yards twice with Nick.
Didn't he have it with?
If that's your fourth
Carson?
receiver, he got 700 yards. That's a good thing.
He was number 2 in Indianapolis, wasn't it?
Or 3, some years.
I think it was a 2, and I think he had his best year with Carson, didn't he?
No.
Yeah. Let's see here.
His best years were with Nick Sirianni.
Let's see. He was in Indianapolis. Yeah, he didn't have a good year last year. Yeah, you got a receiver that's pretty much been on decline. Last year he had 200. He had 384 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Because Nick left. Look at the Colts now, man. They're trash.
You gonna blame that on Nick Sirianni. You gonna say because Nick Sirianni is gone. That's why they liked it.
Yeah.
When Frank Reich was the man calling the plays and everything.
Nick was a receivers coach.
Exactly.
Offense coordinator. Frank Reich called the plays, but obviously he ain't won nothing since he left Philly.
I think these guys ain't won nothing. Right or wrong?
Who?
None of these guys ain't won anything.
I know about that because we just won a little while ago, so it's still fresh in my brain.
I hear you, but I mean, man, nobody's won anything in the last 5-6 years, huh?
I was gonna say going into the season, what you have the record for the Commanders?
9-8, 9-8, 10-7. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed on that.
The Lions game wasn't too detrimental.
No, the Lions game wasn't detrimental. I was discouraged by how they came out and played in that first half, how we came out and played in the first half. But you know me, I evaluate on quarters. So
Right.
I'm not going to be until after the Dallas game. I'm not really going to evaluate and say like, oh gosh, I'm going to throw my hands up. This is changes and everything. I don't have a problem with that, knowing that we lose, that we lost to the Lions. We always do. Ain't nothing new.
With this division going the way it is, you know, you got Dakota. He's out for what, another 3 to 6 weeks.
Yep.
You know, depending. And, you know, you got Danny Food Stamps over there with the Giants winning football games, which I don't appreciate. And Saquon looking pretty good over there too as well. How do you see the Washington Commanders shaping out this year? Like, where do you think you're gonna end up?
Second or third.
Second or third?
Yeah, right now.
And who's winning the division?
Huh. Well, when you look at who should win the division, it should be y'all. If you look at the schedule, I'm not gonna lie, but winning the division don't mean nothing if you can't capitalize on it, right?
Super Bowl, baby.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I mean, I think right now the Eagles have the easiest pathway to winning the division. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie and sit here and be like, oh gosh, oh, the Eagles, hey, this, that, and the third. You look at their schedule coming up. I mean, at the end of the day, y'all got us. You got Jacksonville coming up. And I mean, if as great as y'all are, and that Jacksonville's gonna be at home, and that's gonna be at home for y'all. And
that's actually kind of sneaky, though, you know.
Oh, then you're going
is an old Eagles coach, right? So that is a different level of Jacksonville. You know, you're a couple of games in the season, and you know, Dougie P just won with Jacksonville just last week, and you know he knows the Philadelphia Eagle players, so we're gonna win that game. But if there was a slim chance, you know, I already got the excuse ready.
I know you got an excuse ready. You always got an excuse. Y'all prep these excuses. Y'all prep them. The Cardinals, y'all can't beat old Troll Murray.
Oh, we're gonna beat.
Then y'all got Dallas at the link. Like what y'all got? Y'all got Dallas at the link. Then you gonna buy Pittsburgh at Houston. Y'all got us again on Monday night. And we might improve. Maybe Jack Del Rio's fired by then. Defense might be a little bit better. And then at Indy.
Whoa, we didn't even get into that. You don't want Del Rio there no more?
What has changed from this defense after last year? They've gotten.
You think it's his coach, or you think the players not living up to their expectations? You guys got how many first-round picks on that defensive line for them not to be leading the league in sacks?
Well, you got one that's hurt. You got another who's hurt and won't be back for a significant amount of time. You've got John Allen, who was supposed to be who was on a pitch count, but they lost 2 defensive linemen, so he had to play 87% of the snaps. Deron Payne on the last year of his contract. Montez Sweat, who I don't know what happened to him, but I think Montez Sweat. I personally think Montez Sweat is our best pass rusher, even before Chase Young. So I mean, you got the first rounders. And this was prior to Ron Rivera's regime, but they, in the offseason, they took a strength and they turned it into a weakness, right? Tim Settle, who's now in Buffalo, they cut Matt Ioannidis when they said they weren't going to do it, and now he's in Carolina. Those are 2 guys that you're still trying to replace. For Darren Matthews, I was at the game. He got hurt on like the second defensive drive of the season, so you're trying to make legway on a defensive line, and now the injuries have mounted up. The linebackers, we have a head coach and a defensive coordinator that were linebackers in the NFL.
Right.
Ron Rivera was on the 85 Bears. Jack Del Rio played in the NFL for a decade plus as a linebacker in this league. It was a pretty good linebacker. Steve Russ, who should have been fired, I think, before Sam Mills III, still on there coaching the linebackers. Our linebackers have not improved. Washington fans had this conception that Cole Holcomb, number 55 in your program, not probably like number 55 in my heart at this point. He's not very good. He's not very good. He's an absorption type tackler. They moved him to Mike. He looks confused out there. He's getting torched. He's missing the holes. He's running into defensive linemen as the holes are open. You've got the clear sight. You got clear sight, but you run into holes. That makes sense. Jamin Davis hasn't lived up to expectation. On the secondary side, Kendall Fuller, supposed to be a pretty good corner. He's kind of streaky. Right now, he's in his bad streak. When will the bad streak end? It's usually about 4 or 5 games for him before he can find his footing. Last year, he didn't start out well. 2020, he was hot. Del Rio didn't play for the Raiders, but you have Bobby McCain who misses tackles. So you really want to know. You saw the DeAndre Swift touchdown, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where he laid down and he rose on the third day like his name was Jesus Christ and had enough time to pick his fantasy line, call his mama, read the Sunday paper, and still get up and score a touchdown on 3rd and 15. Bobby McCain takes a bad angle on a tackle.
Swift's a beast.
Who is Swift? Swift's a beast, but you mean to tell me you can't tackle him? And he was on a count too, BG. He was on a count. And that's what gets me. Like, he wasn't at full strength, but he made every one of his possessions count. There was no wasted play with him. And I don't know if that's a credit to Ben Johnson or that's a discredit to our defense stat. So at the end of the day, we've got talented guys on. Cam Curl has been hurt. He finally got the clear to where he's going to wear a splint on his thumb where he had surgery on it. So hopefully he will be back coming up this week because Lord knows we need him. William Jackson III, I call him PI. It's not private investigator. It's pass interference. That's all he does. They're just not. There's no communication. There's no adjustments on the defense, and that at the end of the day is on the top. Derek Forrest has been Derek Forrest, who number 22, he drafted out of Cincinnati in last year's draft. He's played well, physical in the first 2 games of the season. He's more been that Buffalo nickel. I hate calling that. It's the damn rover spot. That's exactly what it is. Anybody tells you it's a Buffalo nickel, it's a rover spot. We just tried to invent it to reinvent the wheel. Yeah, but the defense, I think it's time, man. Jack Del Rio's got to go. There's nothing that can be done. I was one of the guys who defended him when he had his little I didn't defend him, but I was just like, hey, Ron talked to him about his little Capitol talk and everything. What he said, called it the insurrection, a dust up. I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't have said that, but everybody says something stupid every once in a while. But he's been on Twitter. He had to delete his Twitter and all this stuff. And they find him. Ron could have probably sent a message and fired him there. I don't know if the guy, I'm not in the room. None of us are in the room. So we don't know if that's the case, if they accepted it or not. But clearly there's not a response to his defensive coaching. And there's got to be a change. And if it doesn't change this week against you all and next week against Dallas, his ass needs to go the way of the dodo. That's just
who's out there. Like, who would you even replace him with right now?
You got to do it internally. Whether Ron Rivera needs to take over as a defensive play caller, he can do that. Or if he wants to do Chris Harris, who's an up and coming defensive mind, you all had interviewed him for the defensive coordinator spot last year before they hired Jonathan Gannon. Is it Gannon or Gannons?
Gannon.
Gannon, yeah. So I don't know, man, but the defense, they've taken the strength. It was a strength 2 years ago, and you can talk about the quality of quarterback you played against back in 2020, but yet and
I feel
still,
like ever
Mhm.
since you guys drafted Chase Young, you know, like this defense is
Mhm.
supposed to have been like great, and I don't feel like they've ever really lived up to the expectation. You know,
Mhm.
even that first year with Chase Young, right? Remember that game that we gave you guys to help you guys go to the playoffs?
That wasn't a game. That wasn't a game y'all gave us. We took the game away from you. But
We gave
anyway,
it to you.
okay. No, you didn't.
We put
We
our
earned it.
first
We earned it.
string quarterback in at halftime. We gave you that game.
No, Dougie P. Look,
But even that
look.
game, our backup, we had backup linemen that was putting it to you that
Putting it to
so-called
us. We had a
great
handicapped
defense,
quarterback.
you know?
We had a handicapped quarterback. What do you want me to do?
He's a handicapped quarterback compared to
Alex Smith, the man who almost lost his leg and he was hopping
wow.
around.
How many games he win for you guys?
He's 5-1.
Exactly. So you
Listen,
cannot hate on Alex.
I'm not hating on him, but he was handicapped, dude. He was handicapped. What do you want me to do? He didn't play the next game. He didn't play against Tampa the next week. This is why we had these bums talking about Taylor Heineke. Oh, God, Taylor Heineke is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
I said, what's his thoughts on Wentz? You talking about me? My thoughts on Wentz? He sucks.
Yeah,
he's done.
Don't
it's
do
a
that.
wrap. Done diddle.
Are you serious?
Play the violin.
Are you serious, Bergen?
Done,
Don't
dude.
do that.
He's mentally broken as a quarterback. Like
he's mentally broken as a
for real.
Okay.
You think about it. The team that drafted you gave you the bag. You know what I'm saying? And you still flamed out because you didn't win the Super Bowl. You had to go to work every week and look at another man's statue while you're going to work. That wasn't you. You know,
the man's getting poisoned because he's a competitor. Okay, gotcha.
So but you don't let that affect your play. He played horrible after that. Every year his stats start going down worse and worse and worse.
He was the reason y'all made it to the playoffs. He was the reason. That year in 2017?
Yeah.
Hell, let's talk about 2019. It was Carson and the Pips. You were out there. And y'all sit there and disrespect the man. He's a broken quarterback. The man's an effing competitor. I would want my quarterback saying
he's not a leader. He doesn't hang out with the guys. He's not part of the team. Okay? You've heard numerous players talk about how he doesn't hang out with us.
I don't see Mahomes hanging out with people. He's too busy with his daggone crazy girlfriend. Does Matt Stafford do that? No.
Jalen Hurts does.
He ain't a Super Bowl champion either.
He about to be.
Yeah, right. Peyton Manning wasn't always hanging out with the guys.
You know what? I'm really bitter on Carson the way he left. To be honest, he wasn't the worst quarterback in the world. But you don't leave people that have your back supporting you 150%. And you leave, and you don't say a word to us. You just leave us hanging for months until the season starts, and all of a sudden you want to come out with something. Man, that's disrespectful.
That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. No, not what Howard Roseman did to him. Said they weren't going to trade him, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, we traded you," and he had no idea about it. Let's talk about that story. That's disrespectful.
Yeah,
because he felt some way about how they disrespected him.
All he had to do was win. Man, Carson was sensitive. In practice, he was all worried about Jalen Hurts when we drafted him. If you're some big
man was a second-round pick.
Exactly. So what you worried about? You just got the bag
looking over his shoulder. Why you
oh man, Jalen's doing good in practice. Oh man, people are trying to gravitate towards Jalen.
Yeah, that Philadelphia media overhyping him. It was like, oh, this, that, and the third. The disrespect that you folks have for Carson Wentz is unwarranted. Like, really, it is. It's unwarranted. It ain't right.
Why? He disrespected us on the way out the door.
Howie Roseman disrespected
Like,
me.
people want to say, oh, Carson had right because we drafted Jalen Hurts. That was a business decision. Okay? We were paying backup quarterback.
But you gave the man the bag.
Carson wanted the bag. Right.
Yeah, y'all gave it to him.
Bag because he thought that the team wasn't really behind him because he kept getting hurt and he was worried about his job. So we gave him the bag.
Yeah.
Giving him the bag means we couldn't play $10, $15 million for a backup quarterback no more. You know what I'm saying? That means we couldn't pay all this money out. So let's go get, a Heisman Trophy winner, runner up. And Jalen Hurts, in the second round. We drafted you a receiver in the first round who's not here anymore. But at that point in time, they thought they were doing him some justice by getting him a weapon.
You talking about the guy that's playing, that bum that's playing for the Vikings now?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Stop it. Y'all talking.
No one thought he was going to be a bum. Did you think Rager was going to be a bum coming out of college?
Yeah.
You watched his TCU. He had like 3-4 different quarterbacks.
You said, wait a minute. You said he went to TCU, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't draft. That's like getting an Ohio State quarterback. I would never draft wide receiver from TCU. Because you know what? I'll give you one. Josh Doxson. Remember him? We drafted a wide receiver out of TCU. Dude was garbage.
I feel like there is a good receiver from TCU, though.
There's a good running back. His name's Damian Tomlinson.
No, there was a receiver, too, I feel like. Maybe it's just the colors. I don't know.
It's probably the colors.
And Jalen Rager's not done yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can actually be good this year. Right? He had a nice end around in our game.
See, look, now I tell you this all the time. You do this. You do this all the time. Miss BIRDGANG, you need to sit down and talk with him because that smug look that he has on his face, he's hiding behind. Look at he just grinning. All you see in his eyes and teeth right now behind that daggone thing. Yeah, when he says that. You ain't got like, look, come on now. I ain't gonna let you do that.
He's still young. He got time to develop. Carson Wentz, on the other hand, left us, went to his savior and
y'all
Frank
got
Wright.
rid of him.
Supposed to fix him.
Hold on. You not gonna do that.
And all Carson's woes are done. He's finally on the team that he needs to be on. He is finally there, about to show the world.
Got rid of him.
Come back to that 2017 form. And I'm not gonna lie, he had a decent season with them.
You got rid of him.
But he got rid of him. Choke artist. You can't be from North Dakota State and be a great quarterback.
His name ain't Trey Lance.
He ain't great. Trey's hurt.
I know he ain't. I know. Yeah, I know. Trey Lance had bust written all over him. I said that from jump. I wasn't a big Trey Lance fan.
He did disrespect us first, Carson.
How did he disrespect y'all first? Please explain this to me.
He left us hanging, man.
He
gave him everything he wanted. Then he just left and didn't want to say that.
He just left. Jeez. Howie Roseman got rid of him.
Did you watch that season? We were 4-win team. You know how many interceptions he had? Turnovers.
He threw 15 interceptions, right?
Yeah.
I remember.
So
he had
lost his own job, man. We didn't do that.
He had a bad season. Look, Pastor Jamal Bryant said it the best. He said, brother, look at every brother and said, I should have listened. Sister, say to every sister, I should have listened. And he's going to say, Lord have mercy, y'all. Lord, forgive me for saying it. But these hoes ain't loyal. That's exactly what it was. Them hoes ain't loyal in the city of brotherly hate.
Man, you're going to say that we ain't loyal. But where were we?
But you keep on saying.
How do you say that? Like, we gave him the bag. Even after he was playing not the 2017 level, like he was kind of declining already. and we still gave him the bag.
Then
Just
he
to
took a
show
cheap
that we
shot in the
support you.
playoffs.
We're behind you 150%.
Yeah, but then y'all, that's a sideways. That's a backhanded compliment. That was a backhanded compliment. Then we're gonna draft a quarterback.
You got to. What do you think would be smarter? Us paying Jalen Hurts in a second round rookie contract, or look at the guys we brought Chase Daniels in. I think it was for like $15 million. We brought Nick Foles in for like $15 million. Those are, you know what I'm saying? But they cost a lot of money when you got a veteran. So of course, if we gave him a bag, we gotta go get a rookie, right? Or are you gonna spend, $45 million on the quarterback position in general? That would be dumb. We're trying to win.
I mean, all these look, hey, all these teams with these quarterbacks, they get paid. Quarterbacks get paid. Yeah,
that's why you got to win in their rookie contract.
Y'all gonna do it?
Yeah.
When y'all gonna do it?
This is Jalen Hurts' third year, so we got another year too. So we got in the next 2 years, the Eagles will win a Super Bowl.
Okay. All right.
We're smart. We build around our quarterback. Secure him with the blankie.
Okay. Okay. Y'all built around
all you gotta do is go out
y'all
there.
Built around them. So y'all put Greg Ward and all these other dudes around Carson Wentz, and he still led y'all to the playoff. Okay. All right then.
So you gonna extend? You guys gonna extend Carson Wentz over there? You want him to be your long-term solution at quarterback?
If he keeps on playing the way he is right now, I'm cool with that.
With all the turnovers, you like that?
Some of those turnovers are a fault of the offensive line now.
Well, you guys shouldn't let that. Who you guys let go? Sharif?
I ain't too worried about Brandon Sheriff. Center was a big problem. Yeah. He wanted too much money. Brandon Sheriff did.
You got to pay the line, man.
Yeah, you got to pay a line. I'm not paying a damn lineman who's only playing 10 games a season. Sorry.
But what you got now? You can't be complaining about something when you know he was the man. At least he gave you 10.
I need somebody to give me all 16. Or all 17 now, whatever.
Exactly, Nina. He didn't want to be here. Compete for
we didn't get rid of y'all. Get rid of him. That's
exactly, Nina. I like that. That's exactly what we want.
Y'all got rid of him. Y'all got rid of him. Stop
it. A softy.
Y'all had his right. Y'all had his rights.
Charming.
Correct. Y'all had his rights. Now I will give y'all this. And I'll give you Eagles. I give you Eagles credit. Y'all fleeced Indianapolis.
Oh, yeah, we did that.
Y'all did. Y'all fleeced in Indianapolis. And Carson's problems, and we're starting to see this. Carson wasn't a problem in Indianapolis. He wasn't. Right or wrong? Was he a problem in Indianapolis?
For years, it's hard to really, gauge how much of a problem he was or not.
Indianapolis has had, 6 starting quarterbacks in the last 6 years? Was it Brissett? Was it Luck, Brissett, Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz, 5, and Matt Ryan? Hello? Come on now. Talk to me. Like, we're going to sit here and be like, we ain't paying attention to this? Anyway.
But the year before he got there, the Colts were in the playoffs with an old-ass Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, they were.
They weren't in the playoffs.
And then his offense, and then his defensive line decided to, which that's another thing. Another thing. Indianapolis quarterbacks don't win in Jacksonville. So it's just part of the course. And we keep on seeing that.
One game. To go to the playoffs.
One game.
Blow it.
One game. They should have beat the Raiders. That's on him. They should have beat the Raiders. That is his fault. I will give him the Raiders game. I'm not giving that Jacksonville game to him.
Wow. Hey, Carson Wentz. At least you know you got a strong fan here. And Corey. Corey got your back. Where's your number 11?
My quarterback.
Where's your number 11?
I don't wear jerseys. Where's
your number 11 at?
Don't wear jerseys. Never have. That
Yo, BG, ask Corey if the toilet bowl FedEx Stadium railings fixed. You guys fixed
No,
your stadium?
it's ready. It's ready to fall on Jalen Hurts, and hopefully we won't miss it this time. No, I'm anybody to say. What do you want me to say? FedEx Field is a dump. FedEx Field is a dump. I don't know how this is like a joke or something. It's a dump. I know it's a dump. Ask any Washington fan what they think of FedEx Field. It's a dump. It's our dump, but it's a dump.
Faxon, he wasn't reliable.
He wasn't reliable. Stop.
Consistency. The consistency of Carson Wentz play since the injury, and it was a huge injury. You know, so he had not only did he have to look at the stature every week coming into work, he also had to think about, oh, is my leg all right? And then what was it, his back and my neck and my back? Like,
yeah, your kitty cat and your Netflix and your snacks. We know.
It says, stay facts, we ain't draft a quarterback till we needed a backup. We got rid of Foles for him. Yeah. Foles were like a $50 million quarterback. Like, we can get paying that after giving them the bag. I think anybody that says anything about Jalen Hurts being the reason why Carson Wentz left, it's only two things. Carson's weak-minded. Really, that's the only reason. That's the only thing I got. He's a weak-minded guy. So how you gonna get the bag and then worry about a rookie? You know?
What was the conversations in the building about it though? Like that's one thing we got to be that we're not privy to are the conversations that go in there. It's all the optics.
Well, like I told you, they did say that players were rattling around Hurts because of his athleticism over Carson. But that's still nothing. Like, if you get the bag, you get the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're one of the highest paid quarterbacks at the time, then you got the bag. Then what are you tripping off of? We should have been able to bring a guy like Aaron Rodgers in. He shouldn't even, thought anything because he got the bag. You know what I'm saying? And if
you comparing Aaron Rodgers.
No, I'm not comparing. I'm just saying, like, when a quarterback gets the bag, they shouldn't worry about anybody coming into the building no more. You know,
but
you
yet
can bring
still they
whoever
got the
you
bag.
want.
Yeah, but yet and still they got the bag, and they brought somebody in. And it wasn't. It was a day 2 pick, early day 2 pick. And go.
Yeah, it wasn't a first round pick. It'd be something different if we went and like traded up and got a first
pick. It was a second round pick.
Yeah, that's not not the elite.
Carson had one good season in Philly, and people act like he was great for years.
Right?
He had one good season. Really?
17.
He had a great season. 2019. What
was the stats? 19. We're in 22, so last year 21.
2019.
20 was the
started all 16 games. They went 9-7. 63% completion rate and 4,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. Yeah, that's what it is. That was his numbers. I don't know what his rushing yards were.
It wasn't none spectacular.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, we got rid of McNabb, Vic, Carson, all of them.
Yeah.
You move on, you evolve. And now it's Hurts season. And the rent is due. And guess what? We collecting checks.
Carson didn't ask for a trade.
He didn't like it there, man. When think about it, you starting quarterback, you just get the bag, and like half the players don't even mess with you like that. And nothing against religious people, but he was really pushing that religious thing, and that was the reason why he wasn't hanging out with people.
Look, I'm just going to use this from y'all seeing. Let's see. Mark Galfaro said, that is never formally requested a trade, nor were there discussions of the quarterbacks holding out and not reporting if he was still on the roster come training camp. So he never reported. He never requested a trade. And this is from y'all's the
what's the
Eagle
difference
line.
between never reported and requesting a trade?
He said no.
If
He
you
never reported. He never requested a trade.
You went down.
So
It's just like requesting a trade if you don't show up.
he didn't say anything. They just said this is what the report said. Mike Garafolo is reporting that Wentz and his camp never formally requested a trade, nor were there any discussion of the quarterback holding out or not reporting if he was still on the roster. So none of that happened. That's all cap.
You just said he didn't report to camp.
No. I didn't say that. I'm reading this directly verbatim from what they said. He said, I said, nor were there any discussions of the quarterback holding out or not reporting if he was still on the roster. John Clark, and this is also a direct quote, John Clark is reporting that the Eagles decided it would be best to trade him, but didn't want it to take less of a deal. So, to me, what's it sound like? Y'all got rid of him. Boom.
You don't like crybabies over here in Philly. The streets are hot.
Yeah, right. That's all y'all do is cry. What's the thing? That's y'all song, Cry Eagles Cry?
We fight. You know what I'm saying? We fight. So what's your thoughts about Jalen Hurts?
What's my thoughts about Jalen Hurts? He wears number 1 in the midnight green.
And he's number 1 in your heart?
No, not at all. Bro, you know what happened. I'm just telling you what's red here. So I'm like, so it's Garafolo who's covered the NFL. I don't know what to tell you.
You can't just go off one person's take. If you do that, then you got a bunch of people.
That's not a take. That's a report. How's that a take?
People report that the Eagles are the best team in the NFL. You don't believe that, do you?
Do what now?
So people report that the Eagles are the best team in the NFL. You don't believe that, do you?
Yeah, nobody's reported that, though.
I've seen it.
That's not a report. That's a take.
They reported the take. Listen, you guys got a decent quarterback. If I had to grade Carson Wentz, I'll give him a C+.
I'll give him a B-.
What you give him, Jalen? What you give him, Jalen? Right now, no cap, no bias, like real life.
I give him B+ right now.
That's a good.
I'll give him B+. What can do? I mean,
I give him an A- right now.
There you go.
I think there's still room for improvement, obviously.
Oh, by far there is.
Not that much, though.
Yeah, there is.
Did you see his passing? He was like 10 for 10 for most of the game. But then,
most of the game. To start the game, yes.
He was on fire passing the football. Now you get your best friend. How do you feel about that chemistry between AJ and Hurts?
I have no opinion on it.
What about Carson and Scary Terry? Do they have chemistry over there in Washington?
They're growing. Yeah, I think they're developing that chemistry. It's improving. Terry, he really didn't have that time to work out with Terry because he was working on that new contract. He had missed the early part of the OTAs.
He said one man's trash is another man's garbage.
Treasure. I heard treasure, right? Yeah.
No, it's garbage.
Trash. One man's treasure. That's what I heard. Yeah.
That statue did mess him up, I think so.
I do agree with that, seriously. That it did mess him up. I'm not gonna lie there. And you can take it for what it's worth. I think that's one of his missteps. That's one of my criticisms of him.
I just think he went to North Dakota, right? And he's probably the best player in high school. Obviously, they were like undefeated back-to-back champions or something like that.
Country boy. He's the old country boy who's
so he never had no real adversity, but he came to the wrong team to be his first team to try to get some adversity with. Like, 'cause we don't play over here in Philadelphia. We're ruthless. You know, we're gonna talk about you,
Yeah,
your mama, your cousin, your dog. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
right.
If you ain't playing good football, you don't get talked about. I don't think he's ready for it. Same
No.
thing with Rager. You know what I'm saying? Rager used to being spoiled his whole life. His dad even was in the NFL, you know? And he thought he was just gonna come walk up in here and be the man. And as soon as he got a little adversity, he had some bad things happen, like best friends dying and stuff. You know, so I don't
I
blame it
will
all
tell
on
you
him.
this: my favorite, not to get off topic, but my favorite wide receiver in the NFL is Mike Evans. I think you should look into his story if you haven't read about it.
Over AJ Brown?
No, yeah, yeah.
You said
What are
no.
you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, I did not say that. Okay, I got you.
I got him.
No,
He's
you
like,
did not.
nah. He got my favorite receiver. I was like, over AJ Brown. He's like,
Stop,
nope. Boom.
stop it,
Got him.
stop it. No, you ain't get
Got him.
nobody there. You ain't get
He's like,
nobody
Carson
there.
wasn't a leader. For us, maybe he is for you guys, but that's the knock on him. Facts. He definitely wasn't a leader.
Mm-mm-mm.
Or was it there? Yeah, we're definitely building a dynasty over here. He said, has Wentz said, yet I have to look at the tape?
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
He said he was okay in 18. Bulls finished that season. Spectacular.
I said 19.
You guys do like our leftovers. Like, how does it feel to like have to really like pump yourself up for like players to lead your team that were like ex-Eagles? Like, that is a good question. Like, how do you
Business.
feel about that? Like,
Ain't a question. That's not a question. That's a statement. Not a question. That's a statement.
you got Donovan McNabb, you got Trotter, you got
And we sent him right back to
D-Jack.
y'all too, didn't we?
You guys like the Eagles. Like, you guys are like our little brothers. Like, maybe you like Eagles Part 2 or something like that. Like,
We the little brothers.
the B team or something like that.
Really? We the little
Me
brother.
neither.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
How many Washington football players have the Eagles gotten? One, and he didn't turn out very well last
Who was
year.
that?
Kerrigan, he was garbage. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
He could have stayed with you guys, man. He disappointed me.
He went away from home. He went away from home. That's all I can say.
Give me 3 hot takes for this
3
week's
hot
game
takes for this
against-
week's game.
against the Eagles.
Well, I told you one already. Terry McLaurin. Hey, y'all apparently think Terry McLaurin over 100 yards receiving. Carson Wentz doesn't turn over the ball.
Whoa, whoo!
There you go.
That's a hot.
Washington forces 3 turnovers against the Eagles.
3 turnovers against the
There you
Eagles as a whole, not against Jalen. All right.
There you go. That's a hot take right there.
I'm
And
gonna give you 3
here you go.
too.
Here's another one. I'll give you a bonus one. Antonio Gibson rushes for over 100 yards. That's a hot take.
Whoa.
There you go. There's a
Well,
hot take.
that's probably the only one that's realistic out of all those hot takes. I give you that Antonio Gibson because
That's a realistic hot take. Oh my God, that's probably the worst one.
I think it's the best one out of all the ones you said. Because sometimes our defense does, look what Swift did to game 1. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes our defense does give up booty when it comes to the running game. But yeah, that'd be it. That'd be it right there. My hot takes would be this: Carson Wentz will have 4 turnovers this Sunday against the Eagles. We will destroy him, put the pressure on him, put him on his back. He's just gonna start throwing up ducks, Slay, Bradbury, Epps, Johnson. All those boys are just gonna be picking them all game long. Like, it's gonna be ridiculous.
Okay.
Number 2, Jalen Hurts will get his first 400-yard passing game of the season.
Huh. Okay.
400.
400.
400.
Okay.
And then the third one's gonna be Scary Terry will not break 60 yards.
Oh, you lowered it. You said 80 early on. Okay.
I lowered it.
You lowered it.
Lowered it.
Wow. Okay. All
Lowered
right
it.
then. Okay.
So those are my hot takes for this week.
There you go. Those are hot takes. Yeah.
He says 84% completions last night, 300 plus yards. Exactly, man. We the best. He said A- consistency is all us Eagle fans need to see from Hurst. Then it's an A+. Exactly, Aishan. Shout out to you, my guy. A+. I think he's an A+ now, really. I say A-, but really in my heart, he's A+. It's Hurst season, baby. It's always Hurst season. You have too much faith in Washington, bro.
How much faith do I have in Washington? What have I said on here that has too much faith in Washington? I've basically dismantled my whole team here.
Didn't you say a winning record?
Yeah, I said 9-8. That's not delusional. 9-8 is not delusional.
That was too much faith. I guess that's what he's saying.
I guess so. I don't know. Cause I've come on here and dismantled my team. Probably more.
Richie wants to know, is Chase Young healthy?
No.
Still?
Hey,
You think that's a bust for you guys?
to be determined.
How many
It's
years
trending
does it
that
take
way.
to figure it out, though.
To be determined.
How many
I
years?
think
he did?
last year, this is his third year. Last
Third
year
year.
was a sophomore slump, and then he had the injury. This year, he's got to bounce back. We'll see what he does. If he can show flat, his problem is he has no moves to develop. And that's what's killing him. He's a talent, but he thinks he can just bull rush everybody, and he's not that dude. Yeah,
That is it.
Yeah, y'all did get Brian
He was able
Mitchell
to
and
bull
James
rush
Burke.
everybody in college, and he thought he was going to be able to bring that game to the NFL.
Yeah, y'all had Art Monk. Remember, y'all had Art Monk on y'all's team, and Gary Clark. Was Gary Clark part of the Eagles? No, Gary Clark wasn't the Eagle. I don't think he
Art
was.
Monk too.
Art
He was
Monk
on the
was an
Eagles?
Eagle. Yeah,
before
man.
Before the Washington.
Yeah. He left Washington and he went to Philadelphia.
See, I
don't think it was Gary Clark. Let's see,
vaguely remember that.
Gary Clark. I think Gary Clark was on
Said,
there.
if you think about it, Carson is the best quarterback the Commanders ever had.
No, he wasn't.
Who's the best?
He's the best quarterback we've ever had.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take you back to a former Eagles quarterback that we used to have. Sonny Jurgensen. He made a name for himself in Washington. Joe Theismann, I think, is better. He won a Super Bowl. Doug Williams in the moment. You know. Mark Rippon. There you go. Those three quarterbacks. That's 3 Super Bowls right there.
Shout out to Jude Johnson with the $5 super chat. He said, "Yo, Bird Gang." Hold on. Say it again. No team on this schedule scares me. Hurts was on fire. JG found his. What does that say?
What do you say?
Gervasos?
Huevos.
Huevos.
Yes.
I found his huevos. Sorry about that. I
There you
don't
go.
speak Spanish. Let's freaking go. Yes, exactly. JG did realize what he had to do. He finally blitzed, man. Like, we blitzed a lot in that second half, and I'm proud of him. I feel like he's developed as a coach. And you know it's Hurts season, baby. All day, every day. Hurts is the best quarterback in the league this year. We got the best team in the league, and you know it's going to be. Let's freaking go. 17-0 until proven otherwise.
17-0.
Until
You
proven
said
otherwise.
17.
Until proven otherwise.
Oh my gosh. Oh God. Heaven help him.
He said Slade's going to get cooked versus the Commanders by who? That's what I want to know. Who's going to cook him if we just went against the best receiver?
Hey man, leader of the X-Men alone. He knows something. He can look in the future.
You know,
Charles Xavier. You
think yesterday he's the best? You think Justin Jefferson the best? Oh no, you said AJ Brown's the best.
I said, oh, now I'm biased and delusional because I gave 2 crazy ass takes. That's what you asked. That's what a hot take is. It's a crazy ass take.
You know,
It's a crazy. How's it biased and delusional?
he said those aren't hot take. Those are prayers.
Those are prayers. They ain't no prayers.
I think
Here,
you're
you
crazy.
want look,
Fly,
you
go
want you
fly.
want a serious take for me. You want a serious take for me. I do believe Terry McLaurin will have 100 yards. I do believe
No.
he will have that's my take. I
Let's
think he
have
will have
let's
100
make
yards.
the deck then.
Go ahead.
Who has more yards, Scary Terry or AJ Brown?
Because of that defense, I think they're both going to have 100. They're both going to eat. I think Brown will have a little bit more just because of the defense he's playing. So, like, I'm talking like maybe Terry's got like 105. Brown had like 110 around there.
Huh. He's a
Just
hot
because of
take.
quality defense. Just because of quality defense they're going up against.
Our
I
defense
ain't gonna
is
lie,
good.
y'all's defense is like I love Brandon Graham. I love Brandon Graham. He's one of my favorite players. I like the type of dude he is.
Yeah, he's legit.
I like he's a high quality dude. He still go out there. He a baller. Y'all's defense is nothing to be trifled with. Like I get that, but at the end of the day, I don't care about how good y'all's defense is. I believe in Terry to go out there and make a difference for us, and I think they're gonna play. I think they will play with an extra chip on their shoulder this week with Washington, especially on the offense side. The defense, I have no idea. Defense, I have no idea until Jack Del Rio decides to get his head out of his butt. But I think they're going to play with chip on their shoulder. I think they're going to go out there and play for Carson. I really do. So I think they are going to play a lot better than a lot of folks think. They're going to. It's the psychology of it. They went out there and balled out against Jacksonville. You know, although they did struggle a little bit in that third quarter, but then they came back, bounced back, and won the game because the whole narrative was Carson. He couldn't beat Jackson. He couldn't beat Jacksonville. And I think Carson's going to play with a little extra edge because of the Eagles.
What do you think about Aishawn's hot take? He said Antonio Gibson will fumble 3 times. He led the league last year. My God.
He led the year. I didn't know that. I watch every one of his games. I watch every one of his handle. I didn't know that he did that. Please try to edify me on that. I didn't know that Antonio Gibson. He's held on to the ball. He's been a little bit more secure with it this year. I don't think he's fumbled yet. So
Queen Leo Queen Eagle in the building. Nina says, per Marcus Hayes, Eagles general manager Hire Roseman had confirmed it was Wentz who asked for the trade. That the Eagles had no interest in trading him.
you know what I said? This is what we always say with that. Then clearly somebody's lying, and it's just who you decide to pick. Is Marcus Hayes y'all's beat writer? Is he beat writer for the Eagles?
Marcus Hayes, I don't know who that guy is. I'm behind on the beat writers. I'm behind on.
Yeah, he's for the Philadelphia Inquirer.
He said what was that stat line? Dallas runs East Commanders. But we already know, like, let's go ahead and get to,
Yeah.
the predictions.
Go ahead now.
What do you think the score will be? First off, do you think it'll be a blowout either way?
No, I don't think it'll be a blowout. I think last year, both teams not as talented as they were last year. I think it's going to be close.
Wait, you said both teams not as talented as they
Not
were
as
last
talented.
year?
Yeah, I don't think y'all not
Our
as
team's
talented.
way better than we were last year.
Excuse me. Not. I'm saying. Excuse me. I misspoke. I'm saying they weren't as talented last year as they are this year. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Both teams are. I think offensively, Washington has improved greatly. The defense has taken a turn. But I do think there's opportunities there. We can't come out and play like we did against Detroit, because if we do that, there's no coming back in the second half against this team. Eagles are too good to fall down and lay down like we did against Detroit. But there is opportunity. There's opportunity. I mean, let's be honest. Y'all were on the road. Y'all were at home last week, but y'all were on the road, gave up 35 points to Detroit. That's a plus in our breadbasket. Hopefully that maybe that's a signal on the road game, right? I think it'll be a game high in the 30s. I'll say 35-31. Washington wins.
What? He still fix your
Yeah.
mouth to say that you're gonna win this football
Yeah,
game?
man. I think we can go out there and win any game.
I like this 42-17 Eagles. That sounds more realistic. You know, we're getting to the realistic ways of the game this year. I would say I think it's going to be a closer game, just because it's division. You know, like
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
this is always different. You know what I'm saying? You could be the best team in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like undefeated, 12-0. You know, go against your division rival who's 1-11. You know, and it'd be a slobber knocker. So
yeah.
I think the Eagles got lucky. You know, we were warming up, from lack of preseason with the Lions, and they actually, gave us a run for our money towards the end. But I think last week we showed that we are a superior team, playing a good team like the Minnesota Vikings yesterday. I mean, not last week, yesterday. So I really think that we're going to come in and we're going to win by double digits. Will it be a complete blowout? I can see us winning by 14 points. So I'm going to say the Eagles 35. The Commanders 21.
There you go.
The Carson, I feel like this. I feel like we're going to sweep the division this year, the whole division. Like, all you guys are going to get swept. But I do think that Carson Wentz, because every player that leaves Philly and goes to Washington has good games against us. So I do think that he has started out. It's going to be like Carson started out really hot against us. You think you guys are going to win, but, our defense comes in. Because defense wins championships. Our defense comes in and bails us out, towards the third quarter. And that's when we, kind of take off with the game. So that's how I see the game shaping out. Are you going to the game?
I don't know yet. I got some stuff going on, so I don't know if I'll be able to go. But if I'm there, I'm yelling at Merrill Reese and Mike Quick, and that's been my ritual, is to yell at the radio guys for the opposing team.
Don't you yell at Merrill Reese?
Oh yeah, I'm Merrill Reese. I'm yelling at you with his big old lisp and everything. So shout out to Merrill. Merrill Reese is a broadcasting legend. I ain't gonna lie, but I will disrespect him on that day.
You definitely go. You probably love listening to his highlights too.
No, I don't.
Even though it's Eagles highlights, you get just his voice, the way he just.
It's like Sylvester. It's like listening to Sylvester the Cat, right? Suffering succotash or whoever that was. Yeah. I got Merrill Reese. I got Mike Quick here. Oh, Herb Edwards is the ball. Blah blah blah. So.
Hey man, he's at 27-17. I like that one too. He said, I love my bird game, but must believe Carson is coming to play 100. Don't sleep on Carson, and we always struggle with Washington anyways. Yeah, that's true. And I do think Richie says 17-0, disrespectful.
You better
sweep the division. Yes, we will sweep the division, the whole division. I didn't say there was going to be close games. There's going to be some close games. Division games are close.
Yeah, but y'all going to sweep the whole division.
Just like Dallas did last year.
Y'all going to sweep the whole division. That's what y'all going to do.
Yeah.
You're going to do it.
We're doing it.
Y'all going to beat us. Y'all going to beat us twice. Y'all going to be the re-up. You're going to be the re-up Giants.
Oh, yeah. Giants get swept too.
Yeah. Okay.
I just feel like it. There's no team in our division that we got to worry about for sure.
Oh, okay.
Our team is that much better than the rest of the division.
Okay.
It would take a major injury. Like, say if, I can't say no matter what. What if Hurts gets hurt? Say Hurts, Slay, and AJ all got hurt at the same time, then anything can happen.
Okay. All right.
But it was great, man. It's always great having you on here, man.
Yeah, bro.
We're gonna cap a little bit. We're gonna cap a little bit, talk about our teams.
Oh, we're gonna cap a whole lot. Capilotopus.
Look at Reddy, he's mad too.
Yeah.
So you're gonna beat us 2 times? Of course. You guys don't even have a quarterback right now. So the first one's a gimme, and the second one's
Sir,
gonna
he gonna be like, sir, we have Dakota Prescott, Rain Dakota Prescott.
yeah, he's definitely too emotional to play with us. What do you think about that? Do you think the Cowboys can win some more games without Dakota? And these next 5 games, they say he's gonna be out. I know they got lucky and beat the
They
Bengals.
show
Do you think
their
today
defense.
they
If their
have a
defense,
higher win rate than lose rate by the time Dak comes back?
if their defense keeps on playing at that level, I think they can. I mean, if you look at it last week, right? Cincinnati, they had the ball, then they get 3 and out. Like, I don't know.
Do you think Cincinnati is just early for them, or do you think they're really not that team?
I think
They
it's a
kinda shook
combination.
people because like last year they didn't. No one really expected Cincinnati to be in the Super Bowl. Do you think that now that all that hype and got them there is like now they're gonna bring them back to earth and be more of a Cincinnati Bengal, or do you think the Cowboys were actually really that good?
I think it's a combination of both with Cincinnati. I think one, Joe Burrow, he had the appendix issue, and I don't think he didn't get to practice until really like late August. But it's disappointing though because they invested all that money in that offensive line, and they haven't been a hill of beans. I mean, Pittsburgh is a shell of itself, and they turned the ball over. What did they turn the ball? Pittsburgh turned the ball over 5 times in that game and still won. Come on now. And then what Dallas did to him, I think how many times they sacked him? I don't remember how many times they sacked Joe Burrow, but I think Cincinnati's just complacent. And they're okay. They're okay with being they may be back to the old Bengals. They may be the overhyped. They might be the biggest frauds in the NFL right now. I don't know.
The Super Bowl slump.
Yeah, they could be. There could be a Super Bowl slump, but right now you look at it, both the Super Bowl teams from a year ago aren't impressive. I mean, you look at, who's the best 0-2 team right now in the league? The Atlanta Falcons, maybe?
That was a dude that time.
Think about what the Falcons have done, BIRDGANG. They had the lead against the Saints. They let that go. And now I know it's an oxymoron to say that. And then they played really well against the Rams out there in LA.
Yeah.
They gave them a scare.
That's true. Who's 0-2 right now? Not supposed to be.
Wow, that's the first time me and Quezzy agreed today. We think the Bengals are frauds.
Yep. That's what he said.
Look, it's no delusion here. I'll be honest.
We didn't about Ready Red. You think Ready Red said Parson would have
he's on crack. He's on crack. He is on crack.
20 plus sacks.
He's on drugs.
Straight crack.
Yeah, straight crack. And once Michael Parsons tests for crack, he gonna be out. He's probably gonna go to one of them Michael Irvin's Coke parties later on. And he gonna get that line 88 up in there. He gonna, oh, this is good stuff, Jerry.
The Raiders and Panthers. I did think the Panthers were gonna be better with Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm. The Raiders don't impress me. I mean, it's Josh McDaniels. But you know who's really been a big disappointment, I thought? The Broncos. They lost to Geno. They got people believing in Geno Smith again.
That is crazy.
That was crazy. Like, everybody's like Geno Smith.
And then he gonna had his first good game in how many years?
Yeah, he didn't really have a good game. He had a clean game.
That's good for Geno.
It's a clean, ain't a good game. This is a clean game. They should have really Seattle's defense. Only gave up 3 points in the second half. They outscore Russ. They outscore the Broncos. Outscored them 3-0 in the second half.
What do you think about that? Do you think Russ made a mistake? Picking that division is just loaded. People think he's gonna come there and he's gonna just take the Broncos to the top, like Peyton Manning did or whatever. I just think he chose the wrong division and the wrong team. What do you think about that?
I really wanted Russ. Ain't gonna lie, but I think Russ has become more of a guy that's. It's early. It's early to say, so I don't really want to throw off on Russ, but he may
Like,
have made it.
if you were Russ, would you have went to that division with all those good quarterbacks and good teams?
But you knew what you were getting into, though.
Yeah, I know, but if you had the choice to pick your team, you might want to get the money and the wins. Go to another division.
They had a new defense and they had a new defense and everything. But they had a pretty good defense last year. And really, they had good defense this year. But only give us 17 points in the first game and then 9 points last week against the Texans. But it's the offense that's laboring. They haven't scored over 20 points yet.
They we would have went to Tennessee. Russell Wilson on Tennessee. They'll be pretty good.
I think Tennessee's going to be better with Malik Willis.
What rookie has surprised you the most this year?
Surprised me the most
so far. 2 games.
I'll be honest with you. I'm going to say I'm biased when I say I think Jahan Dotson is.
I think this guy's stats because I haven't been watching football.
He's got 3
manners. Give me Dawson's stats. You keep talking about this guy.
3 touchdowns. I think he's leading lead with touchdown receptions right now. He's got 3 touchdown receptions. Some of the yardage isn't there yet, but he's getting he's got the touchdowns right now. I think he's got 3. Let me see here. Receiving touchdowns. Lord, you gotta give me. No, he's second in the league. I'm sorry. Stephon Diggs has 4. But he's tied with touchdown? Yeah, touchdown reception. He's tied with Cooper Kupp, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jalen Waddle, Michael Thomas with 3. But he only has 99 yards. He only has 99 receiving yards right now.
Even I said he started Tua over Russ for fantasy this week. That was a smart move. Tua threw 6 touchdowns. He looked like he was back in Alabama there. Tua to Waddle. How do you feel about that? Do you think they are the best duo of receivers?
Who is that?
Waddle and Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. Tyreek Hill is an animal, bro. Like, he's instant offense. I mean, I get Andy wanting to move on from him, but the dude is that Tyreek Hill is that guy, man. He really is. He is. And he doesn't is he making Tua look better? Or like Tua's got
Jalen Waddle been doing it too. So it's
Mike Gesicki at the tight end spot too. He can't do the gritty, but Bro can ball, and he's in his contract year. Miami's got some. I thought their coaching was going to hold him back because I just felt like Mike McDaniel was just kind of a crazy dude. But first 2 games, they're 2-0. They come back. They could be a playoff team. They can't win that division, could they? Who knows? They could be one.
Yeah, man. I think they probably right now because I can't say the Eagles have the best duo right now. By the end of the season, we will have the best duo. But right now, those are the 2 scariest receivers Steven will look out for, I think. Every team's going to have to watch out for those 2 guys. Like I wanted Waddle. I love Devontae, but I liked Waddle better. And I wanted Waddle that draft. He went 6. We had the 6th pick. What if? Always wonders through my mind. If we would have drafted Waddle, that'd been amazing. But we got AJ Brown now. We got 2, pretty good receivers over there. So I'm not really too worried about it. But man, Waddle's a beast, man. And to pair a guy like the cheetah up with him, man, it's gonna be hard to stop. My deal is that's the reason why I think most of these teams with like 3 and 4 receivers are so deadly. It's just that there's not very many teams that have 3 and 4 good cornerbacks. Like usually a team barely even have 1 good cornerback. How many shutdown quarterbacks are there in the league right now? Like not that many, right?
Tell me about having a good corner. I'd like to hear more about that.
Who's you guys starting cornerback?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It better matter if you think you're gonna stop our Eagles this week.
I say we're going to outscore y'all. I didn't say we're gonna stop nobody. Kendall Fuller, William Jackson III, Ben St. Juice.
Oh man. What are you gonna do about AJ?
St. Juice ain't bad, but William Jackson III and Kendall Fuller, like I said earlier, they leave a lot to be desired.
So you saying like your fan side of you said the Commanders are gonna win.
Yeah.
In reality, you know the Eagles are probably gonna win this game.
No. But okay.
If you just said you can't stop us, how you gonna our defense can stop you guys?
I said we can stop. We gotta outscore you.
How do you do that?
How do we do that?
Yeah.
He's supposed to put up the points, bro. Hit Terry. Hit Curtis Samuel. Hit Jahan.
He said Garrett Wilson was gonna have a better season than Dobson.
Oh my goodness. Garrett Wilson. There we go. There it is.
Well, all right, cool. We had an hour and 50 minutes. Shout out to the 35 still been here. Much love to all you guys. Hit that like, subscribe to On the Warpath with my boy Corey. You know, he's my guy. You know, I know we bicker all about our teams, but you know, at the end of the day, he's my guy. And make sure you guys go follow him. He's very funny, as you guys see. He's like always the most entertaining guest I get on the show. I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? He gets me a little riled up when I get to be a little funny too. So. Corey, go ahead, let everybody know where they can find you at all.
Hey, yeah, man. On the Warpath, I welcome Eagles fans. 6 away from 3,000. So if y'all go hit me up, get
them there tonight, Eagles Nation.
Yeah. If y'all can, I love it.
3,000. Let's go help them out.
Away.
Go hit that subscribe. Let me see. Let me find it in the chat just so y'all can see it again.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here we go.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah.
Let me find it. Let me find it. Because this BIRDGANG, repost that for me, please. Go repost. I don't feel like going that high into the chat right
now. boy, you wait, man. Miss BIRDGANG, handle your business with this one later. Handle your business with him.
I'm going up.
Yeah, you gonna get yourself in trouble, bro.
She laughing too because she know I don't get in trouble.
I told you've been capping all day. You've been capping all this whole stream.
It's Cap City.
Cap City. Yeah.
Where is it at? Jesus. We had a lot of comments tonight. Hold on. But I will highlight it before we get off this thing. You best believe that.
Oh, yeah.
Because Corey said he needs 6, guys.
6, bro.
To 3K.
Sitting at 994. Yeah.
Even right now, anybody subscribed yet?
I appreciate it. I love y'all can come. Look, hey, and if y'all somehow beat us on Sunday, and
don't worry, guys. I will be on Corey's channel next game. That's what we decided. Yeah. This game was my channel. Next game we're gonna be on Corey's, bringing the
Monday night football. So
there it is on the Warpath. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe. 6 away. Let's get them there. Let's go, Eagles Nation. Show your support. You know, because at the end of the day, we're all fans and we all love, you know, our team. So of course we're gonna talk smack about the other team. At the end of the day, we're all fans, and you know, any good content is great content. So he definitely be pumping out that good content. So
I appreciate you, bro.
Oh, there you go. We got a subscriber there. Oh, Dizzle, thank you.
Appreciate you, Dizzle. Thank you.
Yeah, we get 5 more. 5 more. I would love for it to happen before we go off stream.
Hey, we got 3 more. We got 3 more.
3 more, guys.
3 more.
3 more. Let's go. We're gonna stay on for 3 more subs. Let's go right now. Get Corey to 3K so he can celebrate here with the nation. You know, NFC East rivals, but friends at the same time. Get my boy to 3K. Sub, there's another one.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
There's another one. Here we go. We're about to get it, Corey.
We getting it. Let's see. We're spinning it over here.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me see my my work account.
You know, BIRDGANG got 8 accounts. So
no. Not a. Come on, Corey.
We got two more.
Oh, 3K. Yeah.
Let's see. Did we get it? Did we hit it? Oh, it's it rounds up, right? So I got two. I got two on there. I got
3K. Hold on. Let me see something.
Let's see.
How many you need?
One more. I need one more. 299. 2,999.
Oh, there it is.
I still got one.
Boom. There you go, Corey.
Let's see.
I shine subscribe. Hitman subscribe. We just got our boy Corey to 3K.
Hey, to my Eagles fans, I appreciate you. I love y'all. I can't stand you.
The Eagles fans helped you out, Corey. Can we get a fly Eagles fly?
Hey, look, I'm doing my little bird thing.
Oh, there you go. Fly Eagles fly.
There you go.
You got to say it too, though.
Hey, appreciate y'all.
You got to say fly Eagles fly.
I can't do that, Bird Gang. I can meet you in the middle, bro. I can meet you in the middle. You know that. I can meet you in the middle. I appreciate y'all, though.
You say fly Eagles fly for us one time?
I can't. Not this week. Not this week. Can't do that. You know that.
Hey, but we love you. Hey, shout out to all you guys. Much respect to all you guys. You guys got
appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Love. You know what I'm saying? Corey is that dude. So you guys are not missing, making a mistake because he got great content over there. You guys enjoy him. I love listening to him, watch him. I go in there and troll him a little bit.
Ain't no troll. That's all love. That's all love.
It's all love. It's all love. But thank you guys for watching the show. We still got 25 up in here. Make sure you hit that like on the way out. And go check out Corey's content, man. Because the Eagles going to win this Sunday versus the Commanders. And Corey knows it. So he said A.J. Brown's the best receiver. He said Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback. And he says Carson Wentz sucks. So
I ain't mess with you.
That being said,
with you, bro.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Till next time, it's BG. Corey on the Warpath. We out. Peace.